Hello, welcome to AI Next, a broken advertisement to facilitate and nurture Christ's mind, sweat, and Christ's brilliance in us. Today, I'm challenging us, educating us on understanding formidable functional code. What do I mean by that? Let's go to the text chapter 4, verse 12 first. So, though one may be overpowered by another, two can withstand him, and the threefold cord is not quickly broken. Now, formidable functional cord are three qualities that makes you sophisticated, highly formidable, very, very formidable as a person. And what is that three qualities that makes you highly formidable? Maturity, brilliance, and competence. Those three qualities makes you highly formidable, functionally speaking. A lot of people assume, the most assume dimension of reality in our life is maturity. If you ask a 5-year-old kid, they tell you think I'm not mature? You're talking to me and say I'm not mature. I'm mature now, relatively in his own, and people grow up with that delusion. So throughout their phase of their life, when they have not actually done proper justice or properly experienced the full process that makes a man to be highly mature. Now, growing age does not make you mature. Maturity on itself is a scientific process, so to say, where you go through holistic development that allow you to fully ripe, fully formed in character and essence and person, in capacity and in faculty. That's the kind of you are mature. And not understanding that is what makes a lot of people to settle for mediocre maturity, weaponizing it all around, pontificating it all around, and then harassing and oppressing people using the word age. Don't you know I'm mature? On what premises? On what credence? Exactly. And a lot of people get delusion with that. It has created a lot of delusion. You may not, literally, people won't talk you are not mature. We will just trying to take you and walk around you, especially with that actually know that you are not. It's not something you use your mouth to claim. It's something you use your life to express, to validate. Maturity is not what you use your mouth to proclaim. It's something your life reflects, the quality of your life. So one of the things that actually you need to check out that are you truly mature as you claim? If not, it's going to tell on your life. It won't be that sophisticated. Maturity matter is a foundation. You have to be mature. There's a process that takes care of that. Unfortunately, most of the stakeholders that have to help us in that process are not actually, some of them did not the about people, background, family, education, society. Some of them are not contributing effectively. And some, at the early stage of our life, they don't invest enough. They don't put enough thing that can actually make us to be early. So we grow up with a lot of gaps in that process. And people never actually take care to fill their gaps of maturity. Be highly intentional to prioritize, okay, fine, I think I have outstanding deficit of maturity here, and I need to do something quickly to make sure, okay, fine, before I start becoming so pronounced and start telling on me. So if you are going to be formidable in functionality and very sophisticated, your maturity must be unquestionable, which you have to have gone through process, you have to have sourced the gap for it, okay, you are fully ripe, holistic development is very necessary to mature. You have to go through of ripeness. The ripeness take of maturation of your essence, your person, your faculty, and your functions, your capacity building. Then you can claim you are mature. The next one is brilliancy, which also brilliance is an educated intelligence, a scientific intelligence. It's making you to be brilliant. And a lot of people is telling on them because brilliance is going to tell strongly on you in many respects when you're not brilliant. So, and brilliancy will cheat your maturity too. But maturity can become a leverage for brilliancy if you really have a rated one. But if you are not mature, it becomes something that becomes disadvantage or make it, that creates aloneness in your brilliancy, and that even make it at times becomes difficult, unnecessary to become to attain brilliancy. Because when you come to the stage that you are exposed to things that can actually make you brilliant, when you're not mature, you will not be drafting and respond to those factors effectively because you are not mature for it. And then so when you are, you have to go to attend different empowerment sessions, classes, conversations, seminars, teachings, education that are meant to supply strategy to make you brilliant. But when you are not mature, you patronize those things. You don't value them as much. You don't optimize those things because lack of maturity will make you to be that. So maturity lay the foundation, brilliancy follows, which is the what? Brilliancy what? It is the having an educated and elevated intelligence. Makes you brilliant. And that's what requires to find exposure, quality education, and effective development. That makes you brilliant. And then for the last one is competency. The synergy of maturity and brilliancy will favor your competency. And there are strategies like 7 or 8 fundamental competencies you need to have. Before I say the last one, you need the personal competency, what you need to do you, to go stewarding you. You are not competent in being you, to know, to discover yourself, self-awareness, development is the fundamental. Then after life, personal competency, called life competency, how to do life, how to handle life. I think in life, and the spiritual competency, how to do God, is also it's very, very important. That won't come before life competency. So spiritual competency, which you have to be able to understand God, how to do good, how to live God, how to host God, how to manifest God. The life competency, how to handle life. I'm not talking about competency. That feature, that's a subset of functional competency. So a lot of people don't know how to do life. Life is doing it. Life is life in it. They don't even know. They don't know how to handle life. So you need life competency, understanding what life is all about, and what goes into life, and how to handle life. Life is not for people. So there's and a lot of people, life is life in them, and they're playing victim. So life is not hard, we're incompetent. Life is not hard. Life is just being life. But do you have what it takes to respond to life? That can be tough at times, but you have to go to the agility, the resilience, the grace to handle life when life is life in you. Depends on different contexts. But when you don't have that, life will life in a way, and trust me, life can be cruel at times when it doesn't meet you in the right state of stamina. So we need functional competency, which how to handle your whatever you are doing, living purpose, your career, whatever you are called to do, and then there you have some strategic, technical competency, whatever you are doing. We need relationship competency, how to relationship, different kind of relationship, how to understand relationship and to put relationship in the right place. Then you will need financial competency, how to handle money, make money, multiply money. It's part of it there. And then you will also need, prophetic competency, which is part of subset of spiritual competency. But the one I want to last week, they call now you need a modern or contemporary competency. That one is so important. If you don't have it, AI will sack you. If you don't have contemporary competency, trust me, I don't wish you that. What is contemporary competency? Contemporary competency is to have the evolution, the brilliancy, and the functional skill. The functional skill and the ability to live, to function, to thrive, especially in this modern world. Contemporary competency is to have the evolution, the brilliancy, the functional skill and dexterity to live, to function, to thrive exceptionally in this modern and contemporary world. And lack of this competency will relegate you to survival mode. You just need to survive. Because a lot of things we outsmart you, outbeat you. Trust AI. This is why people come in. AI is not a trait when you have contemporary competency. Actually, it's a tool. Phenomenal tool in your hand if you have contemporary competence. So 3 chords that make it really formidable. If you are not formidable, you are vulnerable. And so when you are formidable, you take your vulnerability. I'm not unhealthy one. So this is maturity, brilliancy, and competence. And don't patronize those things. Make sure that you understand what that means. Now, other podcasts, I may go more detail in each of them, taking them more so can take go more deeper, more detail, and comprehensive in each of them. So understanding retail maturity is very common. I'm just being like, I want to be nice because a lot of people through their lifetime they never attain maturity till the 70 or 80. They just learn that illusion of maturity. Unfortunately, they bring children to the world. They will get involved in things that are designed for mature people, and they will fail woefully, or they become mediocre and those things. They will marry, they become a father, being a mature person. So maybe you give out a baby. They will have friends, they will do a lot of things, they get at work. People can feel that this is a mature person. They are part, that you could see them, they become petty, they become a lot of things that you could see them characterize, and then they are following their age. The only thing that you can't talk because this is a 50 years old person, behave like a 20 years kid. They can't even talk. Can't say, I imagine, okay, fine, you have a parent that is not mature, so you're not becoming a parent to your parent. Because you can't even talk, and you have to actually, immature parents have to, and they have become so egocentric, they become so weaponized that whatever, that is not fair. And they're not bad people at times, they don't even know. And there are gaps, there are mission, there are process of growth. We have a cheated maturity in this continent. So please, quickly take care of your maturity. Study more maturity so you can actually, if you don't do that, you just make yourself unnecessarily cheap and vulnerable and mediocre in life. And the brilliancy, don't just carry native intelligence and unprocessed, undeveloped faculty. Make sure you go through process of things that can elevate your what? Your cognitive development, your understanding, elevated intelligence, and then go to competency. And make sure you go comprehensive competency. Personal competency, how to handle you, do you still what you maximize your optimize you. Self-efficacy, self-optimization, then you know go speaker competency, how to do God, how to host God, manifest God. And then how to different life competency, how to handle this life in different respects. And functional competency, how to do whatever you're going to do, purpose, career, whatever. And then relationship competency, how to handle relationship in different respects. And then at financial competency, money matters. How to make money, manage money, multiply money. And then modern or contemporary competency, how to live, function, thrive in this contemporary era. The three chord makes you highly formidable and sophisticated. So love you, which is the best. So catch up next.